The torch of hope, which travelled across the country to muster support for the Sri Lankan sportsmen and women taking part in the Rio Games, concluded this evening opposite the Ministry of Sports.
Organised by the Capital Maharaja Organisation Limited and Newsfirst, the Torch of Hope was supported by the National Youth Services Council, Ministry of Sports and the Ministry of Education.
On the 14th of July, the Torch of Hope was ceremonially flagged off in Independence Square and today commenced its final leg towards the Ministry of Sports following a colourful pageant at the National Youth Services Council premises in Maharagama. Chairman of the National Youth Services Council, Eranga Valiyange, as well as senior officials from the Capital Maharaja Organisation Limited were present at the occasion. One of the sportsmen in the Sri Lankan contingent is a member of the National Youth Services Council Director Board. He is Niluka. He came up through badminton. He is competing in the Olympics. As the National Youth Services Council, we too have a right on this. The MTV-MBC media network is always on the forefront. This time the National Youth Services Council was also invited. We too are an institution, standing up for what is worth. The convoy carrying the Torch of Hope passed through Nugegoda, Kirulapana and finally reached the Ministry of Sports. Crowds in their numbers gathered on either sides of the route to add their wishes to the Lankan team. This is a great thing for all members in the team.
This is a great thing for all members in the team. This is a great deed done by Sirisa while extending wishes to the team. We are thankful for Sirisa.
This is a great time to build talented sportsmen. The Torch of Hope rally concluded this evening after the wishes of the general public for the Sri Lankan sportsmen and women competing in the Olympics was officially handed over to the Ministry of Sports. On behalf of the Ministry of Sports, Secretary to the Ministry Dr. D.M.R. Dissanayake accepted the Torch of Hope. We are involved in a mammoth task. The Gum at the 100 days is not a simple task. While engaged in that initiative, we also carried the Torch of Hope across the country, considering it as a matter of national responsibility. The Capital Maharaja Organisation Limited and Newsfirst will never back down in such endeavours, no matter what obstacle or duty that arises. We will come forward to lend our hand. The Torch of Hope rally concluded this evening after the wishes of the general public for the Sri Lankan sportsmen and women competing in the Olympics was officially handed over to the Ministry of Sports. On behalf of the Ministry of Sports, Secretary to the Ministry Dr. D.M.R. Dissanayake accepted the Torch of Hope. I call the 9 competitors the Navaratna. We have identified persons from various parts of the island. They are not mere rocks but are gemstones to us. They were polished and cleaned and we sent to Rio. We hope that their value will increase internationally after the Olympics.